Hello, SVUE students. It is the week of November 2nd. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now is time for the Avid Spartan Pledge. I am an avid Spartan, always prepared for the day. Very respectful to all that come my way. Intentionally safe and determined to exceed. I am an avid Spartan, and today I will succeed. Today we are going to dive into the last letter of Avid, the letter D. The D in Avid stands for determined to exceed. We are going to talk about that determination in your classwork and in live class meetings. In your classwork, you can be determined to exceed by communicating with your teacher daily. It's your teacher's job to reach out to you daily. That means that they are attempting every day to get a hold of you in some way, shape, or form. But that requires some effort on your end too. Another way you can exceed is by reading your assignments carefully and following the instructions. Your teacher doesn't have the ability to get all of the class's attention anymore, and they can't explain assignments in detail. It is up to you to make sure that you are carefully reading the instructions. Technology can be confusing, and your teacher is doing their best to provide instructions on how to do any of the assignments they post on Google Classroom. But if you're not reading the instructions, you're going to get frustrated and the assignment isn't going to get done. The last thing to remember is that your teacher is there to help. Ask them if you are confused. You can also ask a sibling or parent as well. We certainly do not want you to not be able to complete your work because you don't understand it. Teachers have built-in time to their days to help you with your questions. There are many ways to get a hold of your teacher. Class Dojo, through text, through Google Classroom. There's a lot of different ways. How can you be determined to exceed in live class meetings? For one, you can make sure that your microphone is muted until it's your turn to talk. I know online learning isn't like classroom learning. It's frustrating that you can't just say what you want to say, but it is also frustrating for teachers. They want to hear what you have to say. Also, make sure that you are patient with others when they are speaking, just like you'd want them to be patient if you were talking. Those few simple steps can improve an entire class live meeting. Businesses have a lot of people working from home, and having proper video etiquette is becoming a big part of many careers. By being an Avid school, we are preparing ourselves for our futures in the workforce, at colleges, and in careers. This Friday is Superhero Day. Dress up as your favorite superhero and be sure to show it off to your teacher. Wednesday's Fall into Costume event was a big success. In case you missed this Halloween celebration, here are some pictures of some costumes that made an appearance. Time for the special day of the week. November 3rd is Election Day, a very important day in the history of our nation. This event is even more special because it only happens every 4 years. But why a Tuesday in early November? This was set in 1792. It was to ensure that no more than 34 days could pass between the first Wednesday in December, which is when the Electoral College meets to vote on the president and vice president. It was set in early November so that many American farmers wouldn't have to try to find the time during harvest season, but not so late in the year that the harsh winters would keep people from being able to vote. Time for the joke of the week. What do you call it when someone jumps over a place to vote? Pole vaulting. Here's a question for you. What was the first state to lower the legal voting age to 18 in 1943? Comment your answers down below. Be sure to stay tuned until the end of the video to see some of the staff participating in the weekly Spirit Weeks. I'm Mr. Hubbard, and I'll see you next week.